Welcome to the Uncle Hack Podcast, where dudes pretty much just talk dude shit.
Welcome to another episode of the Uncle Hack Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Halloween weekend took some heat. I'll admit it. You know. Where are we? Let me just fix this. There we go. Yeah, I decided to take some sexy Halloween photos. Right, put them on Instagram because I'm mad at the people. It wasn't for me. You know how females will be like, we don't do it for you, we do it for us. No, I took those photos for you. All right? The fans. You want to see me in my most vulnerable state, don't you? There it is. Looking like a damn snack, looking like a damn pumpkin pie. I made a pumpkin pie out of that goddamn pumpkin. I ain't it's not a pumpkin. I only pumpkin. You feel me? To save you a Google search, kin is also a word for relatives. You got me? Huh? But I take a few sexy little photos, put them on the internet, right? And I'm losing followers. What are you, homophobes? What's wrong with you? I can't do something nice? Can't do something nice for you? Put a little treat out there, a little trick or treat. Trick or meat, baby. God damn. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to live out here is all. You know? I'm out here trying to live. But yeah, that hurt my heart a little bit, you know, putting it out there, trying to be sexy for, you know, trying to keep the boys hard, you know? That's the goal here. Number one gender, that's what we do. We see something sexy, we get lifted. Up the spirits, up the raw. You know? Goddamn shame. Put that out there. Put in a vulnerable state. Just trying to be the best man I could possibly be. And here I am getting shit on. I'm getting shitted on. Goddamn. The most ruthless following in social media history. Nobody competes with it, you know? We may be small, but we are vicious. We are brutal. I love that, if you can't take a joke, you got to beat it, son. Same way I beat that pumpkin pussy up, you know. Ain't nobody beating up pumpkin pussy more than this guy right here. Fuck around, find out. You know what I mean? God damn. Imagine that. Imagine you find out that, I'm just saying. Say you're sitting there thinking to yourself, what if you fucked something, right? And it was a better fuck. And when I say something, I'm not saying like a living, breathing thing. I'm saying like a pumpkin, you know, like American Pie. Remember he fucked the pie? He stuck his dick in a warm pie. What if that felt better than a pussy, you know? And we found the alternative. You know, women have all these sex toys and all that. We got pocket pussies. But what if there's something more, something better? You know, you see a woman shove a cucumber up her pussy and you're like, God damn, I wish there's no vegetables for men to fuck. That's unfair. It's just not a natural vegetable out there that we could fuck, you know? And that's why we make 30 cents more an hour. All right. That's why we make 30 cents more an hour, because you have those advantages. But all you want to do is cry and whine about equality. You want equality? Stop shoving a cucumber up your pussy. That's how equality starts happening. Right now, there's some advantages for men. We make 30 cents an hour. But if I shove a cucumber up my ass, somebody's going to call me gay. That's the difference here. So what do you want? What do you want? What do you really want? Figure it out. Come to the table and we'll negotiate these terms in the contract, all right? But until then, we're going to need you to just shut the fuck up, right? There's the first rant. We're in the open now. We're in open waters. Okay, we're into the 5-minute mark, and I think this is right about where YouTube says like, oh, okay, this is okay for to monetize, right? This is all right to monetize. We'll get to where we need to be now. Let's get into it. I seen some shit on the weekend. Went out on Halloween. Went and hit them bars up. I didn't get hammered. I'm not. Had a few beers. I was perving, man. Straight up, I'll be honest. I was perving. This is the weekend where these hoes be out here in dental floss and a pirate hat. I ain't missing out on that. What are you telling me? I'm gonna miss out on a free show, and all I got to do is show up to a bar, sit in the corner like a fucking weirdo, dude. Of course, I'm gonna do that every single time. You don't even. You're getting free tickets to the Mayweather fight with this, high quality entertainment. High quality entertainment. You're giving them leeway to dress as scandalous as they possibly can. And it's a great time. Listen, gents, this Halloween is the perfect time to figure out where you're at in life. Okay? Hear me out. It's going to take a bit to get through. The fan question is something else today. It's a lengthy one, I will say, but we did get one that I felt was worthy. I'm tired of these ones to be like, hey, my friend told me I'm gay. What should I do about it? Come on, bring the heat. Fan question. You got a fan question? DM me, UncleHack69 on Instagram. Don't worry, these stay anonymous. I'm not going to screenshot it and put you on blast or anything like that. I'm not that guy. You're not that guy, pal. I'm not that dude. I would never do that to you. All right? If you want your name in it, you just say, hey, throw my name in it. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. That's all good. But it's a lengthy one. We'll get to it. But what I'm saying, Halloween, this time of year, this is where you need to figure out where you're at, right? If you're a young guy, go out there, slut it up. Who gives a shit? You go run wild. Go run wild. And that's where you got to, what are you looking for? Because my male brain later in life, this is a 30-year-old man talking, okay? 30 years old. I've been revolving around this fucking planet, all right? And I notice things about myself. I'm trying to take a deeper dive into who I am as a person, right? We're gonna get gay for a second. Who I am as a person, how I think, how I feel, why do I think that way? Why do I feel that way? I'm trying to break that all down because for years, dude, I just did the guy shit. Push it down, work hard, figure it out later. Shoot first, ask questions later. That classic mentality. And does it always work out in my favor? No, not quite so much. In fact, most times, no. But I'm stubborn, and I'm a male, and I'm the number one fucking gender. So what do? I keep trucking along, and I realize that I am the best out there. I'm the best fucking gender out there, and I keep pushing forward, gents. All right? Now, Halloween. Let's get to why I think Halloween is a great time to figure out where you're at. Are you in the fuckboy stage? Are you in the fuckboy stage? Are you still trying to run around and sling dink? Is that what you're up to? If that's what you're up to, then you can find yourself, you're looking at these little fucking fawns in the wild, You got the testosterone run through your veins. You're feeling like Teen Wolf, your dick on hard. You got cheeks everywhere. Titties on display everywhere. It's just in your face, Halloween weekend, and you're like rearing up. Oh, young man. And I don't blame you. The nuts are still pumping at full steam ahead. You're a brand new car still. Those things just dropped not too long ago. You're 6 years into this thing. All highway miles. Car still runs great. Put some miles on the bitch. Maybe throw some new tires on it. Treat the old girl right. And I'm talking about the hog, not the hole, okay? We're talking about the hog, not hole, right? That's what we're talking about here. In case you're not picking up what I'm trying to put down, playa. What I'm saying is this is where you can figure out where you're at mentally. They put these little games and stupid holidays and shit like that in front of you, and try to get you thinking. In my elder years, the wisdom is seeped out, right? Let's be honest. We got wisdom for days, brother. wisdom for days. Halloween is the weekend you figure out whether you're fucking or dating, okay? Because if you go out and you're looking at the skimpy costumes and you're like, I want to hit that. I want to hit that, which are going to be most men going into their 40s. Me as a 30-year-old guy, I see the chick dressed up in the funny costume. She's going for it. She's trying to get a laugh out of this, okay? She's trying to go the extra mile and get a laugh out of this rather than me, the slutty nurse with her hole hanging out, right? I see that and I'm like, okay. This chick's got a sense of humor. That means you could probably talk to her, have a laugh with her more than you would be just like, I got a mantelpiece. That's a trophy kill fuck right there. The sexy ninja in the corner with her tits covered with throwing stars, right? That's a trophy piece fuck right there. You're going to hang that one on the mantle. You're going to brag about that kill, right? That's for the hunters out there. You would know, maybe you referred as to that big buck during hunting season. You always got a name for him. We always called the big buck down south that nobody could ever find when it was time to shoot the prick. We'd call him Walter. Everybody has a Walter that you know. It's a big game kill. That baby always sits above the fireplace, right? In a place where you walk into the house, it's the first thing you see. That's your trophy kill right there, is the slutty little blonde or whatever you're into in the corner, dressed up like the sexy little ninja, throwing stars on the nips, and she's got a fucking two sets of nunchucks for a thong, right? Her fucking lips are everywhere. Lips and cheeks everywhere, right? And then you look over to the corner and you got some chick dressed up as Steve Buscemi in Big Daddy. You remember that? Remember when he was the homeless guy? And you hit it right away. You're like, I loved Big Daddy. What's going on with this chick? And now something starts spinning. You're like, oh shit, I'm not horny. I'm not just horny. There's something else going on here. This chick's making me laugh, and I don't know if I like that. It's weird for the first time, right? As you get older, you start experiencing it a little more. You want the funny chick. When she's funny and hot, you're like, fuck, you're trans, right? There's no way you're real. There's no way you're, I'll say it, real woman. You don't get both. You just don't get both. But the funny hot chick with the Halloween costume, you look at that and you're like, okay, something different's going on here. I'm not, who this? Hey, yo, bro. I gotta get the phone out of here. I'm gonna keep getting distracted. But the funny chick piques your attention. There's something different and it scares you a little bit. You get put on your heels. You're like, hey, whoa, knock that off. I don't like that. But I like it a lot at the same time. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, somebody's just reaching out from some footy. And shit. This room is fucking spicy. It is warm in here, my God. What in the fuck? But yeah, that's what I think. I think you want a long-lasting relationship with the girl that decides to wear the funny costume to the Halloween party. There's something about it. There's something different, you know? It's too easy, right? I thought about this for a while last night and I was trying to figure it out, right? It's too easy for you just for a girl to go out and just be a slutty nurse, a slutty cop, put slutty in front of whatever profession, monster, any type of object, and they can do that, right? It takes an extra step to be funny. It takes that extra step to be funny. What happened here? Jesus Christ, things are blowing up. It takes the extra step to be funny. And you appreciate it, and it's weird because that chick just stood out amongst the rest of the crowd because she made you laugh. And it was weird because you usually, as a young man coming up in the game, you're just like, you're looking at these little fawns and like trying to figure out how can I take this thing down. And it's aggressive the way I put it, but it's true, right? When you're a young lad and testosterone's pumping through your nutsack right up to your fucking cranium, the cranium disregards any sort of thoughts and just sees visual, or what it receives is visual stimulation of when you see like it's like some top titty. Right now it's the underboob. It's different. It's throwing me off, right? I'm trying to figure that part out. Why is the underboob now hitting me? And it's the visualization of like seeing what the rest is. We've seen top titty for a long time, but now it's the under titty. They're covering up the top and going to the bottom, you know? It's like rearranging your house so it looks like a new house. You know what I mean? You ever do that? You ever rearrange your living room and you're like, I like this. I like the way the setup is. That's all that is going from the top titty to the bottom titty. We used to do cleavage. Now we're doing like the under cleavage. And you're like trying to figure it out. And the best way I can put it is it's like when you rearrange your house, right? You come in through the front door and the couch isn't where it used to be. It's stimulating the mind. It's getting the senses going. You'll be like, it's unusual in here. It's not what I'm used to. And I like that. It's something different. Instead of putting oregano in the sauce, you put some Italian dressing. What's the fucking shit called? Like the Italian seasoning. A little switch up. It might even be the same thing, but I don't know. It could be the same thing, but you don't know. You got the same shit in the house, right? It's just placed different. That's what's going on there. But we've peeled right off the road. We're sidetracking again. But yeah, that was the first thing I noticed right away. Is just like, as I'm older, you're looking. Yeah, I'm perving, like any good man would. Of course, you're gonna sit there and perv. That's what this Hallmark holiday is designed for. Once you get past the age of 19, it's just going out and being a pervert. That's it. Either you're the center of attention or you're trying to seek attention, and then there's the giving attention, all right? I was giving the attention. You came out with some horny shit. You came out with your best, sluttiest outfit. I'm taking a peek. I'm taking a gander. That's just how I roll, son. I'll give you the attention if it's worth the looking at. If it's all there, compact, things are squished together, and it looks like something might pop out, I'm in. All right? Not in a rapey way. I appreciate it. I'm not going to come up and be like, hey, that ass looks good in them jeans, or the jeans. Who the fuck wears jeans on Halloween when you're trying to be a slutty something? I'm just saying. That's what I'm getting at right now. Time for a little ad read. DangerCatShop.com. 15% off when you use the podcast or use the code podcast69. And November 10th, we will be doing a live stream giving away the Chili Willy beer box. That's right. November 10th, we will be doing a live stream giving away the Chili Willy beer box. So every item purchased on DangerCatShop.com will be entered. I fucked up and I didn't put a date. I thought I'd have the live stream up and going by now, but it's taken a little longer than we expected. Also, patreon.com/dangercat69. You can get an extra episode of the Uncle Hack podcast right now, waiting for you, buddy. DangerCatShop.com, podcast69, patreon.com/dangercats69 for an extra episode. November 21st, the Danger Room returns to Calgary, Alberta for my birthday. That's right. My birthday is November 22nd. So November 21st at the Comedy Cave in Calgary, Alberta. We will be doing a Danger Room specifically for my birthday. So come on out and come hang with the gang. And we will see you then. Anyways, back to the episode. I did notice something that just blew my mind right away, too. There's this new move that you young girls are doing, and I haven't been out in a while. Obviously, a lot of us haven't been out in a while, but there's this new move I'm noticing in the club or in the bar, and It's the daisy chain of females together while 2 texts, 1 leads. I've never seen this before. It's very unusual. I don't know what to think about it. I think it's completely insane. Sit down, text, sit at a table. Sit at a table. What are you doing? We got mother hen over here leading the chicks to the slaughter as they're texting away. As they're texting away on their phone. I'm not even shitting you. You know how you hold your phone with 2 arms, right? I watched 2 interlocked, all right? 2 girls interlocked. So one went through the other's arms, so that way they were connected, and then they just kind of drug one another, while the other one led them through a crowd as they're trying to find somewhere in a crowded fucking bar. These 2 fucking brain dead bitches couldn't put their phone away for 15 seconds. And you want to know what they were doing? Of course, I was nosy. I had to see what they were up to. Snapchatting as they're walking through the bar. The first one was Snapchatting. The other one was scrolling Instagram. Are you kidding me? I don't know what to think on that one. All I know is it annoyed the shit out of me that you couldn't put it down for 2 seconds and just walk through a crowd with your friend. Your friend is dragging you as you're scrolling the gram, connected to your other dumb bitch who's Snapchatting the experience, if you're even experiencing something at that moment in the evening, right? And the lead one is just kind of slowly dragging you through a crowd. Oh, man. I've never seen this. That was the first I've seen this, and it blew me away. I didn't know what to think. I was lost for words. I was just like, man, you know what? Maybe I was really on the fence of this up-and-coming generation, and they got some good things going on, also some bad things, but that right there, like, Jesus Christ, why? What is the point of that? What is the point of that? Put the phone down for 2 seconds. Hang with your friends. Dude, it hurts my heart. It hurts my heart to see this type of behavior, not just like engaging with one another. You're in a bar full of strangers, okay? It's already a weird experience, and I know like a lot of us are we're a little weird right now. We've been locked up, especially here in Canada, for about 2 years, and a big event like Halloween comes around, and what do? You're like, fuck it, I don't even care anymore. Let COVID kill me. I don't give a shit. Cough in my face, finger bang me on a dance floor. Hell, shove a finger up my ass. That's right. If I'm dancing on the D floor, put a finger in my ass. I don't care anymore. Smear the shit on my lip. I'll run around. Adolf Hitler. I don't give a fuck at this point. Kill me. I don't care. Cough in my face. I'll make out with a guy that has corona. I'll make out with a girl that has corona. I don't give a shit. Try and take me out. I'm asking for it at this point in the game. But to go and actively go out, right? And not just in like experience it. I'm doing my best lately in these years to not like always have technology in front of my face, and I'm noticing these little things like the daisy chain with the cell phone. What kind of fucking move is that? What's the point of even going out at that in this stage in the game? What is the point of even going out? It means not. It honestly just means nothing. Because we would go out to meet strangers, right? And hopefully those strangers want to like rub genitalia together. Maybe they want to stick their tongue down my throat. Maybe they just want to show me their boobies. I don't fucking know. Maybe they just want to show the hog. I'll take a look. I don't give a fuck. All right. I am sexually secure with myself that if somebody whipped out a penis in public, I'm not going to be offended. I'm going to be actually grateful that this person felt it was necessary to show me their genitalia. I think that's incredible. I think that's such a kind thing to do, that I look like a person that would want to see your dick. Right? A lot of people right now are probably thinking I'm gay with my antics last week and what I've talked about on this podcast. And you know what? I'll keep the mystery alive. He's bisexual. That foursome he had last weekend, he was middleman on a train. But seriously, the bar was just such an experience when I was younger. When I was 18, 19, you'd go out. We had flip phones, for fuck's sakes, and BlackBerry. You had BBM Messenger. OGs remember that shit. We weren't rocking the iPhones. Real thugs had BBM Messenger, and we fucked around with that. We used to chop it up on there, man. Nobody gave a shit about the iPhone. Nobody gave a fuck. When you were out, if you needed photos for your new Facebook profile, you better pray to God one of your homeboys' girlfriends had a digital camera. That's what it was about right there. And it took her 2 fucking weeks to get their memory card into the computer to upload those photos. She didn't give a shit. She didn't think she gives a shit about your profile picture on the book. Yeah, that's right. I'm dating myself. Everybody was stoked about Facebook. That was it, man. I need a couple photos for Nexopia, playa. I need to show these bitches that I'm out here getting it. I'm out here. I'm pimp playboy of the motherfucking town. You know, I'm out here in my brand new Ed Hardy shirt, trying to impress bitches I don't even know. Right? Everybody looking at Ed Hardy like, oh, this guy gets it. He's fly with it. Now we laugh at that. But at the time, I was Ed Hardy'd out, man. I had the Ed Hardy jeans with all the koi fish and shit sewn on the back. There was so much stitching on the back that the fucking legs would barely fold, right? So I was like walking. It was like wearing hockey pants. Seriously. These pants were atrocious, but they were sick at the same time. You'd see them and you'd be like, I don't know what the fuck this idiot thinks he's doing here. But I remember a dude offered me 3 times what they were worth in the bar to buy them off me at that moment in time. They were god ugly. But that's what you did to get seen out there. Now we're out here Snapchatting, you know, trying to show that your night is better than everybody else's. Man, I ain't about that. I'm out there just trying to live, playa. You got to get out there and live. Daisy chain up with your friends. God damn. What an atrocity. It's a hellfire out there, dude. It's a difficult one to wrap your head around. I'm having a difficult time right now explaining this to you. And when you hear it, right? This is the difference between the city and small town. The mentality shift, you know? Maybe I'm the fucked up one. Maybe I'm being too much of the old guard, and I'm like, fuck, what are these fucking retards doing? Why aren't they out trying to have fun and an experience like me? I'm losing my mind in the bar, but in reality, who's having the better time? I get material out of it. So, I mean, say what you will, right? Say what you will, but I'm in here ranting and raving about idiots, and maybe they're looking at me like I'm an idiot. Like this takes up real estate inside your skull. What's wrong with you, you fucking psychopath? Beat it, nerd. Get out of here with that. These podcasts are getting shittier every time you turn on the fucking mic, boy. Enough with that. Enough with that shit. Oh, man. It's difficult. It's difficult out here being a fucking... The funny thing is I wish I know the first one was dressed like a bumblebee or something like that. So it was kind of funny to see like a bumblebee toting around a little fairy. And then I can't remember I don't think the last one was dressed up, but it was just kind of hilarious that this chick is dragging around her friends and they're just blindly following her, right? It's a crazy move. I guess don't hate the player, hate the game, right? But god damn. I don't know what I'm supposed to think about that, you know? It just the visual of it annoyed me. It's like, why even bother? Why even bother? Is it just fun to sit there with the noise and the ruckus? Because I know I don't want to do that. My brain is already fucking shot from being punched in the skull in my early 20s. You know, CTEs settled in. Concussions have taken over. I am now doing this. This is what I do for a living, right? So don't trust my opinion, my thoughts and feelings about the planet. That is the last thing that you want to do as a human being, is let the blind. That's essentially what I'm doing right now, is I'm the leader of those two girls on their cell phones, right? And people that trust me and feel my word is somehow valuable, in the sense of like maybe I'm speaking some sort of truth, some sort of philosophy, if you will. Some philosophy to life, right? I can't even say that with a straight face. You know what I mean, though, right? That's Uncle in the beginning of that right now. I'm dragging just blind idiots through a crowd of people and be like, come with me, don't worry, it's going to be a good time. And we end up in a handicap stall, and I'm chalking up fat Hogwarts for you. And you're like, well, what is that? And I was like, well, I bought it off. I think it's cocaine. I think, all right? Just like the lead chick in that is probably like, I think it's going to be a good time. And it ends up not being a good time. And here she is dragging her friends around. Now she's miserable. Me, that's me with a big old bag of Schneeblaze, locked and loaded in the goddamn handicap stall. I got you two with me, right? We're looking at one another like, are you ready? I'm ready. I was born ready. I knock one back and I'm like, uh-oh. This ain't what we think it is. I smelt a little. There's some blue raspberry creatine in there, and I'm 90% sure that's crystals. We're on a wild ride. Now just go back on your cell phone, link arms, and let Daddy sneak you through the night. We're gonna slither our way in the moonlight and enjoy ourselves like we've never enjoyed ourselves before. I'll have the time of my life. Meanwhile, you guys put your head down in your phone and I'll drag you through. That's how we're dancing, moving, grooving. D floor, D floor, D floor. Shots, shots, shots. You know what I mean? I got you. I got you. Goddamn shame, man. I would love to like go back in, if I could rewind a bit and be 23 in this era, and then in my era, and compare which ones I like it better to. Because I can't shit on the youth, you know. You grow up a certain way, you come in, and you live life differently than I lived life back then, right? I just think it was funner because I had it was always human to human experience. It wasn't just always human to technology to human, not all the time, you know. We'd interact online a little bit. We also came from dial-up internet, so it was like, this is a complete waste of time. It takes 9 years to send one text on MSN Messenger. I'm done. I'm not doing that. We're getting pixelated titty pics off of a fucking digital camera that's then been uploaded to a computer and sent through that same shitty internet on MSN Messenger. You know, I was a little weirdo, and I'd always try and convince girls to show me their tatas on webcam. And you want to know how good those webcams fucking were? Not good at all. Basically, smash your phone, right? And try and look at pictures. Smash the screen. Just pulverize the son of a bitch. Beat the goddamn shit out of your phone, and then look at the screen and get your girl to send you a nude, okay? And then look at that and try and decipher what part of the body it is. That's what it was like. Seeing some tatas on webcam back in 2004, okay? Not the best time. Not the best time. Not the worst time. In that moment, okay? In that moment, I was living. I was king of the world. I was king shit. I ran to a mountaintop. I did the deed. I talked the sweet science into convincing that this young lass, this little fawn in the World Wide Web, to then show her cans to me on a webcam to a stranger on the internet. I'm pretty sure there was... never mind. Not going to go down there. Not going to go down there. I was also a minor too at the time, just so everybody, in case there's police listening in, I know they listen to this thing, and they're like, we're going to get them on something. One day we're going to get him on something. We're going to sting this son of a bitch. We got to put him away. We can't have this maniac. What is he doing? This is insane, the shit that he talks about on here. Nobody should be talking about this type of shit on a goddamn podcast. But we do. We do it anyways because you know why? We do it for your entertainment. Your entertainment is number one. That's the main thing we care about at this fucking studio. Should we do the fan question? I think we should. I think it's time. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. I got a lot of reading here to do, and I know some of you are going to be pissed on Halloween, pissed about this. Oh, man. Yeah, I got a story to read. That's why we're doing this. All right. But I don't mind it because this gives us more to break down and talk about. It'd be better if we had like a video of it, but all right, let's get through this. Hey, Hack, my Halloween was awful. Allow me to explain. I've been talking to a girl for 9 months. She lives about an hour and a half away and goes to university about 3 hours away. Anyways, when we first started talking, things were great. She eventually sent me photos that weren't nudes, but not the kind of photos you show grandma. Things continued to go well. She opened up to me about her skeletons. I felt deep down that I found somebody pretty smart, honest, and all that. Then at some point around the summer, it changed. She continued to snap me every day, but every time I would try to get a conversation rolling, she'd ignore it or give only one-word replies. We all know what that means, right, gents? August rolls around and she is in my neck of the woods and asks me for a dinner date with her and her bestie. I totally agree. I got thinking, obviously, she still likes me if she wants to go on a dinner date. So we go to the dinner date. It was great. No complaints from either party. When I got home that same day, I got the message. That was super fun and I had a great time. Let's do it again, yeah? And I couldn't be happier. Then after that, things were dry between us. It was hard to get a conversation rolling with her. She continues to snap me photos to me every day and very often too. So on Halloween, I couldn't help myself. I asked her, we used to talk a lot and now we don't. We haven't in a while. Have you lost interest? She said, I've been speaking with someone else. She's been fucking somebody else. We both seen that coming. That's the telltale sign. I had to ask why. I have no clue where I went wrong. You live far away, LOL. That's kind of fair. With the LOL, that made me think there was more she was hiding. Of course. Then I go on to confess to her that she's the only person I speak to. She was the only person who messaged me on a regular basis and seemed to genuinely care. I'll be honest, I don't have much friends. Everybody in my life who was a friend of me, who was friends to me, backstabbed me, or only talks to me once in a blue moon. So I attached her to company. After telling me how much she meant to me, I said my goodbyes and wished her the best and not spitefully. I respect that. Okay. I know a few people are probably thinking like, Jesus Christ, wrap this up. But I like this. This guy's going in. He's being very vulnerable right now. You know, we're not going to put his name on blast. I've read this once already. So, you know, she asked why I was saying goodbye. And I told her I can't talk to you for a while because I'm hurt. And she said, oh, well, I wasn't trying to hurt you. I just think you live far away. Oh, you dumb bitch. I don't do long distance, and because you didn't seem interested in me. Fuck her. Fuck this bitch. After she said that, my second part, my blood began to boil because that's bullshit. I was like to be, little spelling. I was like to be the bigger man, so I just replied with wishing her the best again. Then I was left on red. That hurts too. Couldn't she have said, I wish we could have worked out? I hope everything works out for you in the end, works out for you in life. You're a great guy and you'll find somebody, or end on that soft note, or anything to end on that soft note, sorry. I'm really upset and hurt over this because we've talked for 9 months. When it was good, it was great. And she led me on this whole time. A week ago, she was on reading week, and I asked her if she wanted to meet halfway again. She said, sure, that's a great idea. Well, here's your problem. You keep going back. But we never did. Oh, okay. Never mind. That's 9 months gone of my life wasting on somebody I thought there was going to be a good outcome with. But I was foolish, some would say. Some say I should have noticed it. It was done when she changed, but I didn't want to face reality. You know what? There it is. I like the accountability there. I like that he's like, yeah, you know what? I didn't see it. I tried pushing through it. Maybe something's there. I like that. I like this guy. This is quite a bit of talking. There's a couple more paragraphs and we'll be done with this message, but we'll break it down. That's 9 months gone. The girl I really clicked with, gone, and I don't know where I stand with her. I don't know if we will be friends since I live far away, nor would I want that. Are we just online acquaintances that speak to each other every now and again, or is she someone on my Snapchat that will just sit there forever? She didn't say we could be friends or whatnot, so I feel like she has no drive to have anything at all with me. After telling her everything about me, having similarities, talking to each other every chance we had months ago, this is hard just to walk away from. But she didn't seem to have an issue with that. True story. A month ago, my brother lost his marbles, grabbed a shotgun from, oh boy, I didn't get this far in the message. Holy shit. A month ago, my brother lost his marbles, grabbed a shotgun from the gun cabinet, and was going to kill us all. The police showed up, and they threw me and my family out while they dealt with him. Nobody got hurt, and my brother got the help he needed. This was the first from him, and the only very violent time he had done something like that. I drove off, and the only person I spoke to when I parked somewhere safely was her. Not because she was the only... not because she was the only, but because I knew she'd actually listen and care. We spoke on the phone for an hour on how my life could have ended, and she was very understanding, interested in conversation and consoling. I find it so hard to believe that if she lost interest months ago, why she would continue to keep the hope alive in me. I don't think she will ever understand how she has screwed me up. Okay, that's only 9 months. Listen, you went through something very tragic. Don't put it on her. That's not the way to go. But it's time for me to move on, for better or worse. I know you're the major dude and going to say some shit. Don't be a simp for her or any girl, or screw her and so on. But I'm genuinely hurt and I have very thick skin. So why did I bombard you with all of this? Because I don't have any friends. All of them have fucked me over in high school by turning on me to bully me, and very harshly. I have a butt or two, but we don't talk very often. And they're in university, hours away, and they rarely come home to this tiny town. So she was the only person I spoke to on a regular basis, and you're the kind of guy I speak to every now and again. I hope you could see why I've messaged you. I don't know if you want to do... Okay, this is anyways... Yeah, all right. Well, number of things, okay? What I see here. I am not a psychiatrist by any means, but I think that you need a little bit of help with what you went through with your brother, okay? That's something. Not everybody's brother comes home and decides to Chris Benoit the family, all right? And I know we're joking about this because this is a comedy podcast and we do it in a comedic fashion as best as possible. I am not able to run these jokes and test these jokes to understand if they are funny or not. So bear with me, okay? First off, you put way too much leverage on a chick right out the gate. Like, this is the one that's going to carry you to the homeland, okay? For you as a fella, as a dude, you got to look in the mirror. You got to see yourself. You got to respect yourself before you can ever have some bitch respect you, okay? And she disrespected you by saying that. Oh, you only live so far away. You came out, you were being a vulnerable person. This is when they're like, I wish guys would show me their feelings, right? I wish guys would show me their feelings. You showed her your feelings. You put yourself in a vulnerable position that you were in, opened up to her, and what happened, right? It backfired. It backfired. This happens more than you think. More than you think. Some dudes You want to know why we open up to our buds? You want to know why we open up to our buds? Because our buds razz us back and we get to the issue faster than we ever will talking to a fucking female. Because a female will never understand what you're going through as a dude, okay? They may be a good listener. I will give them that. They may be a good listener, and maybe your buds kind of suck right now. This is on you, though, a little bit, okay? Those people are shit. You don't need them. Keep moving on. Keep trucking, all right? That's life, doggy. I have number of people in my life that I don't speak to anymore, okay? Because we just grew apart. Nobody fucked anybody over, but we grew apart. That's just maybe what you're going through. I would have to like talk with you and get an understanding of like who you are as a person. But it seems to me, brother, that you were hoping that the first person out the gate that you started chatting with was going to be the one to help you out and get you through this mess. The first thing I recognized when I was going through my rough time and like battling what I would deem depression, it wasn't diagnosed, but I would say it was depression. I had a difficult time getting out of bed. I had a difficult time believing in myself. I never thought I was funny. It took me forever to try stand-up comedy. I have so much self-doubt on myself, and I may not come across like that, right? But I don't think highly of myself. I don't. I don't walk around with a big ego because I look at myself as equal to everybody else. I just try to be a dumbass. That's it. That's all. Okay? So you have to look at yourself. I still respect myself, though. I still respect me as a person. And once you respect yourself, then you can allow other people to respect you, you know? That may sound dumb, and in my head, it makes a lot of sense. It may sound really fucking stupid to many, many people, but to me, it makes sense. You need to respect yourself. And for you to put it on her to be the one to drag you out of this hole that you're in, I have a feeling that you're going through something, because nobody just like brushes off the fact that the brother tried to come home and Columbine the family. Like nobody just walks away from that being like, nah, well, that was an interesting day. Hey, Mom, can you pass the potatoes? Like you don't just skirt by that. I recommend professional help, okay? I do. I'm not going to make fun of you for the fact that you went through something tragic, because that's just kind of, that's just not funny. That's just me being a bully at this point. But first off, one thing you're going to learn, my friend, is that this is going to happen more and more and more. You got to deal with rejection, okay? You have to deal with it. And listen, if I could tell you how many times I've been rejected, how many times I've been left on red, how many times I've been ignored. And I'm not talking about, Uncle Action. I'm talking 10 years ago when I was your age, at the crisp age of 22, and I'm trying to be Dr. Cool and go out there, meet girls and go out and have fun, get on dates. And the amount of times I got left on red or a girl that I found attractive to, and I'm hitting it off and I'm like, hey, can I get your number? And she's like, no. And it stings. You got to deal with rejection, my friend. That's part of life. That's part of being a dude. You don't have to like it, right? You just have to deal with it. Nobody likes being rejected, but when it happens over and over and over again, it's very easy to overcome. That's why, that you see it in some circumstances when somebody posts a photo and that photo doesn't get as many likes as their last photo, and they're like, oh my God, that's a form of like dealing with rejection in a far stretch. I understand that, but it is in today's climate, that's a way of dealing with rejection, because they're like, oh my God, does my followers not like me anymore? And who gives a shit? Okay. You should have known right away. When the conversation starts getting short like that, there's somebody else that's grabbing her attention. You're now fighting for her attention, where prior to that, it seemed like you were getting her full attention. Somebody then that was, maybe she doesn't do long distance or whatever the fuck it is, somebody closer to her has stolen her attention. She's out doing things with this person and probably felt guilty that she was. That's why you were getting less responses and snapping you when she had a moment. It's probably in a bathroom selfie while she's like out with this dude. So she's still keeping you just in case her new plan might fail, right? There's somebody new. So if this new guy fails, she's got a fallback plan where you were going full in, you burnt the bridge, you were moving, trucking forward and trying to, see where this goes, where this takes us when you didn't have a plan B. She might have popped one back after that homeboy I'm sorry. It was there. I had to take it. She might have popped the plan B after getting stuffed by the other guy, but that you said you had thick skin, okay? But I'm just saying, dude, you gotta deal with that shit. It's tough. Life's tough. Look in the mirror. Start having some self-respect for yourself, It's women like this, okay, that do these types of things to dudes like you that turn you into a fuckboy. And once you figure out the fuckboy way and how easy it is to get pussy with confidence, then it's hard to go back to like just looking for love. It really is. Trust me. And I'm not a fuckboy. I am not the best fuckboy out there. I would mess around with, hey, I've been honest on here. I'm a notorious cheater in relationships, right? I've said this in previous episodes, and I'm bad. But now I'm in one where I can be honest about this shit. I'm allowed the freedom and I'm blah, 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 but this isn't about me. It's about you, brother. What I think happens here is you need to get out and experience some new shit. Maybe leave your hometown. Get away from that and go and start life, okay? Yeah, you may live in that small town. It sounds like you got a lot of self-pity or like you're always like, oh, my friends don't want to. Go and make new friends. Go and make new friends. There's lots of people on this planet. You're not alone, okay? There's a lot of like-minded people. There's a lot of like-minded females that might find you attractive. But don't sit there and say, oh, poor me. You're never going to get anywhere with the fucking poor me. Why me? Oh, everybody's picking on me. Why me? You know what? Go out, try something new. Try something totally foreign to you, okay? And it don't matter if you're good or bad at it. It does not matter. Go out and experience something new and something that's going to awaken your soul, okay? Because it sounds like you're going through some shit, homie. You got to get out there and try something new to stimulate your brain again and get the endorphins going. Maybe it's going and maybe you want to fucking go work out. That's good for the body. Maybe you you go skydiving. I don't know. You go paintballing with a random group of people, or you just book a trip to I don't know, Vietnam, Mexico, wherever. And you go on that trip and you just go meet people. Just go by yourself and force yourself to be a different person than who you are at home in that small town that you have not left. Your friends have left for university. They don't come back no more. They don't come visit me. Yeah, man, they're moving on in life. And you're stuck in the slow lane right now in first gear. And you're going, wow, look at everybody else going and do things. You got to get out there and do some shit, dude. You got to grab life by the balls and go fucking live it. Don't give anybody the power ever to, make you feel a certain way like you're not wanted. You got to love yourself before you can ever love anybody, all right? Don't give somebody the leverage of you. If you're going to be vulnerable, you got to be willing to take the lumps when it doesn't go the way you planned it, okay? You have to. It's simple math, Psychology 101, brother. Fuck. I'm just fucking around, but I don't know, dude. It sounds like, yeah, fuck this bitch. Who gives a shit? You want to know what helps me move on quicker in a relationship? It'd be like, or relationship or whatever it is like, it's a bit of ego attached to it, and I don't air it out to people, but I just tell myself, you know what? Fuck that bitch. She ain't worth my time. She ain't worth my goddamn time. I'm better than her. I don't give a fuck. But I tell myself that. I just think that. I don't think that I am. I just tell myself that just to get over it. Okay? Because let's be honest, I'm not the most handsome guy on the planet. I'm not the most ripped guy on the planet. I'm not the most funniest guy on the planet. And I'm not the wealthiest guy on the planet. I am just me. And you gotta fucking, you gotta rip it, dude. You gotta, quit fucking around. This is, the shitty thing is I was you, okay? I would obsess about, girls that wanted nothing to do with me, and I would try and revive this, and I'd try and I would try to pique their interest in like something about me, or I would try and reel them back in, but by then they're already so far gone that it's like this isn't even worth my time. I just need to move the fuck on, and I was naive like you. So don't think that I was going to, I think it's funny that he's like, oh, you're just going to call me a simp. You're just going to call me a simp. Not everybody's the same, Everybody deals with shit differently, but to not respect yourself enough to know, like, you knew it was done. You knew it was over, but you kept pursuing it. Because that's ego. That's the ego of man, okay? That's the ego. We don't like to be defeated. We don't. Because we're the number one goddamn gender on the fucking planet, and we don't lose. We don't lose the war, I will say that. We lose battles from time to time, but we reclaim that land eventually, right? We take back over. We're always on the front lines. People are trying to nip at us all goddamn day. They make up new genders every fucking day, but nothing will be as great as a male. Nothing. Nobody will build as many buildings as we did and rule the lands the way we did, because it's just not possible. Because we are the best, we will always be the best, and nobody will take us the fuck down. Invent a new gender. Keep divvying up the shitty ones for all we care, because males will run the goddamn planet however the fuck we want. You may think that your opinions matter, but it's all an illusion, okay? Like, for instance, this is going to fuck you up. Like, I'll get back to this bullshit that we were dealing with earlier, but this is going to fuck you up, right? All this female empowerment with selling nudes and all that shit, right? All that shit. OnlyFans, right? That's the new rave. Female empowerment is selling the nudes. You want to know who started OnlyFans? A fucking guy, right? And in that contract, when you upload that photo of your pussy to OnlyFans, they have in the terms that they own that photo, right? Number one gender. We outsmart you every time. Just when you think you have an edge, bam, we hit you with it. We hit you with it. You can't compete. You never will, and you never should try. But what I'm saying, brother, get out there. Get out there. Do something new. Experience some new shit, okay? Engage your mind. Go meet some new people. I don't know what you're into, okay? If you like working out, go to a new gym. Move the fuck out of wherever you're living in this small town that nobody wants to fucking come back to. There you go. There's your first issue, to find somebody that you can connect with. All right. I'm a small town kid. Okay. And I moved to Edmonton. It is very overwhelming. It is. It was very difficult to adjust. It still is rather difficult for me to adjust to all these people, the noise, the constant chaos, the traffic, planning my day accordingly, so that way when I get from point A to point B, it takes this long. You have to plan these things, and I had to adjust, where before it used to take me 2 minutes to go to the grocery store. I could get what I needed and be back by the time that would take me to drive from my house to my girlfriend's house here in the city, okay? That's how long it would take that long to do so. All right? So you got to plan and you got to rearrange some shit, brother. Like we were talking about earlier in the house, you got to rearrange the living room to make things seem different. The illusion of different is there in front of your eyes, and then you can move forward on some shit, you know? You don't need to, don't put all your eggs in one basket every time, homie. You know what? Fuck it. Talk to 5 bitches. Talk to 5 bitches and weed the worst ones out. It's okay. It happened to you. It's going to happen again. Okay? If you think that this just ends with her, it doesn't. You can't be naive going into the future. And I highly, highly, highly recommend getting out there and living a little. Respect yourself. Get the fuck out of that town. It sounds like shit's going down there with you and your family. I wish you the best, though. I do. I truly do. I don't wish anybody any evil. I understand that it probably took a lot to write that clearly because it was like 19 fucking paragraphs. But that's a big thing to like air out to somebody. And I get it. If you feel like you're alone, you just kind of whatever's somewhat familiar. And maybe I'm familiar to you because you listen to the podcast, you watch the content, and there's some sort of familiarity with me that resonates with you, and you felt like this was a good idea to reach out to me. And I appreciate that. But listen, brother, don't ever fucking disrespect yourself like that again. Don't ever do it, because if I hear about it, I'll come out there and I'll put a fucking steel chair across your goddamn melon, and I'll beat you until some sense comes leaking in through your fucking eardrum, your cranium. I don't know. I don't know how to describe violence that well, as you can tell. I'll kick your ass. Ooh, scary. Yeah, brother. You just gotta get out there and live a little. You gotta experience new things, meet new people, and that's gonna help you get over this. And to me, anyways, I know, well, I'm an introvert. Well, time to be an extrovert. Everybody gets too fucking comfortable. That's what I'm seeing, you know? Everybody's too comfortable. They don't want to try anything new. They're just like, oh, well, I only like this. Yeah, but how do you know? How do you know? How do you know what's out there if you just sit there whining, bitching, and complaining because one girl held you down and didn't give you everything that you wanted? There's something better out there for you. There always will be. There's always new adventures to be had. You know what? You're probably going to go, you're young, dude. You're going to go through way more heartbreaks than you fucking imagine, okay? It doesn't get easier. In fact, it gets harder over time because you start aging and you're seeing your friends get married and they're having children and what seem to be happy lives on Instagram, where behind the scenes, if you go stay with them, you'll see that, you know what? Both of you are fucking miserable inside, but you're happy to be around one another, okay? So as you get older and you don't find yourself with a partner ready to be married, have children, which I want neither of. I know what I want in life. And you're young. You're going to figure it out over time. It's going to take a bit. It's going to take some moves. You're going to have to shake up your system. And I think your first step is get away from the town. Book a holiday, a vacation. It don't matter where. Pick a city and go there by yourself. I met a kid. You know what? I met a kid in Calgary. All right. This kid was from Ontario. I don't know where you're from, buddy. But this kid was from Ontario. He said he walked in. He had enough with his job. He walked in. And he said, I want 3 weeks off. And they're like, well, we can't do that. And he's like, well, fine, I quit. And they're like, whoa, we don't want you to quit. He goes, I need time off. I need to go and just, this is what I want to do. And if you're not going to fucking give me the time off, I'll quit and I'll find a job when I come back, I guess. And this guy just packed up, hopped in a fucking trailer and moseyed up to Calgary and came to one of our shows. He came to a Danger Room. Cool guy, super nice guy. And the following week we had a roast battle. He came up to the roast battle and we got to hang with him. He's a really nice, polite gentleman, but he just decided to pack his shit up one day and travel Canada. He's like, I've never seen Canada. I've always wanted to go to the West Coast. I always wanted to see the Rocky Mountains. And I rented this motorhome and I just packed it up with all the shit that I'd need or I'd think I'd need, and traveled across Canada. I've been having a blast doing it. I've been having the best time fucking ever. And that dude I just respect the shit out of him for doing something like that. It's totally out of the ordinary, and he got a new experience out of it, met people from all over. I think we introduced him to a few fellas, and these guys went out. I think they had a good time. I seen him hanging with a few guys, so he met some buddies, but that's what you got to do, man. You got to get the fuck out there. Quit being a pussy. Look yourself in the mirror and look at yourself as somebody you respect. Who's a hero to you? Who's don't do it in like that gay, egotistic fucking, like The Rock would do on Instagram. You gotta look in the mirror. Just look at yourself as like, or look at. Visualize where you want to be and work your way backwards to where you are. And you'll start figuring some shit out real quick, brother. Small problems with women. You know what? Women, fuck it. Who cares? They're going to come and go. Come in them and watch them go. That's what I say. But, anyways, dude, I wish you the best, man. I'm sorry to hear about your family. That's kind of fucked up. I hope you see the light. I hope you see some... I hope you start finding some respect for yourself, and you get out there and you start living it up, dude. Don't let time float by. That's all I can say. Don't let time just kind of sift through your fingertips, because you will wake up one day and regret a lot of shit. Right now, difficult thing to go through. I think the whole brother thing is fucking up this like there's like an illusion to finding somebody that's gonna be your rock. You have to be your rock right now. You have to figure out what you need, and don't put that weight on somebody else's shoulder. Fix yourself first, and then find somebody that can add to your life, not make your life better. Okay, you feeling what I'm saying, brother? So I wish you the best. I hope it all comes together for you, and I thank you for listening to another episode of the Uncle Hack Podcast, dude.